I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interactions. The world will have a generation of idiots. Good evening, everyone. My name is Naman Jain. Today, me as a moderator, I welcome to you all for our GD, where me and my team members are going to discuss on the topic: Is technology making us less human? From my point of view, since the inventions of machines, there are debates on whether technological innovations are reducing the level of humans. With the drastic improvements in technology, our lives now revolve around technological devices. Social scientists observe that this is resulting in the deterioration of human qualities such as morality and intelligence in humans. When someone is in trouble, some people are taking videos and pictures instead of helping them. This became a common thing these days. Dependence on technology is affecting our morality, our system of values and principles that decide which is right and which is wrong. Using technology, people are maintaining and improving relationships with their friends, family, and relatives. Many people are also connecting with each other to help the needy and to inspire each other. So now we have better tools to build human connections. Now I would like to Dave to put the light on this topic.
Well, thank you, Naman, for giving me this chance. Our parents sound genius when they seem more concerned about their child, or our junk food seems to be a evil for the society. Is exercise or workout can be tagged as a wasteless activity as it makes us more innovative. Greetings to everyone. Well, my name is Devkumar Swani, and today I'll be endeavoring to answer one of the paramount questions: Is technology is making us less human? Well, you all might argue that in all the above examples, due to some flaws, we can't brush off all the beneficial things in our life. However, shifting our limelight on this topic, before answering to the question, I would like to embrace more upon on the fact what is technology. Technology is considered as a branch of scientific knowledge, which is there for the advancement and development of the society, a knowledge which brings revolution in the society. So, how can a knowledge makes us less human? In the contrast of it, I believe knowledge is the thing which is a step which takes to one step forward towards an imaginary world where we able to make our dream come true. uh, a boon for many countries, which help them in preventing any disruption in their administrative and economic sectors in their fight against COVID-19. However, these are all considered to be the pros of the technology, but tagging it as a major factor for making us less human is inappropriate, as I believe in contrast of it, it provides us innumerous opportunities to grapple the time where we can explore more about ourselves, our passion, our society, our family, by not only easing our work, but also reducing the time and the amount of efforts we are devoting for that particular work. It also provides and added to that, providing innumerous knowledge, information, not only for the corporates to run their business office, their day-to-day works, but also many babysitters to feed babies, many psychologists to analyze their patient symptoms to find the solution of various mental problems. For many, it provides information for many scientists and doctors to find and assist them in finding the panacea for one of the most deadliest non-curative diseases. However, I believe it is the evolution of the human brain that advances the human brain to such a level and to such an extent that we become less human and develop an attitude. Ironically, here we are criticizing the technology using that similar technology. However, there is no doubt in the fact that if technology is used in excess and in a wrong way, then it may have a deteriorable psychological and mental effect on our body. But We all aware of a one known popular proverb that excess of everything is bad, whether it is a technology or a curative drugs. Thank you.
Good day. Now I ask to Mansi to express their views on the topic.
Hello, this is Mansi, and today I'll be expressing my views on the topic technology is making us less human. Well, the word technology sounds like development, enhancement of country, and so on. But I want to link technology with the fragmentation of us, fragments into Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, and so on. And not only confined with WhatsApp or Instagram. The fact is, we are dealing with the technology since the time we wake up early in the bed and the time we go to bed. And sometimes it happens we get into some kind of calculations and we don't get it uh, jot down until we just once go in a phone's calculator and calculate it. So technology has overtaken us and degraded our creativity, and technology is supposed to enhance us, not guide us. So I would like to ask a question to everybody here, that everybody has a smartphone. So how many of you have searched that how my today's presence can work as tomorrow's future, or how I can enhance my personality? Anybody? I guess a very few people. But how many of you have used technology for your assignments, for your homework, and for your projects? I guess everybody have done this for this. Okay. So yeah, technology is a useful servant, but a dangerous master. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, now I ask to Amina to express their views.
Hello everyone, this is Amina, and I'm against that technology is not making us less human. Using technology, people are maintaining and improving relationship with their friends, family, and relatives. Many people are also connecting with each other to help the needy and to inspire each other. So now we have better tools to build human connections. Technology is enabling us to work from home. This facility is helping employers to be more understanding towards employees. Many companies are now adding elements to work culture with the help of technology to make employees feel important. Technology is a double-edged sword. If we allow it may turn into its slaves. It's up to us to not let it make us feel less human. Technology is just a tool, and we need to trust our abilities more than machines. In developed country, people are asking for their right to disconnect so that they can keep their mind off from work. Companies are now adding elements to work culture to make employees feel important. This is a progressive thing and a step towards designing a world where people comes first. Thank you. That's it.
Now, Akansha, now you can express.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Akansha Srivastav, and I believe that technology is making us less human because now our lives revolve around it and we are very much dependent on it, whether be it developing a device or just calculating a simple math problem. We just depend on it. And my first point is that our human brain, our mind is made in such a way that remembering, calculating, or analyzing something is not a very difficult task for us. But now, just because we have these facilities, we have these technologies, we are becoming lazier day by day. And even if we have to search a question, we just Google it. We do not make an effort. And things like thinking, remembering things and analyzing things, these are very essential qualities of a human being, and we really we never really make an effort now, and that is how somehow I think that we are becoming less human. Next is that, as I said, that we are not making much efforts. now humans are running away from making efforts. For example, like, just because of the invention of communicational technologies, now we can call, text, or video call someone in just like few seconds. So we actually, the physical interactions, the what is happening is that the physical interactions and face to face conversations are declining day by day. And with the pandemic, I think we all have learned that how much humans crave for physical interaction. And I think that is what, I mean, makes us human, because we need to talk to each other, we need to feel each other, we need to hug each other, we need to touch each other. And that is what these technologies are taking away from us. Like, whenever we feel like, talking to someone, we just video call them, and we think that we have done our part. But it is not like that. We are humans and we need physical interactions. And that is the thing. Next is that and the thing is that we are now ignoring these things, like these physical interactions, just because we have these technologies. Next is that we depend too much on it, and somehow our decision making skills are also getting affected due to it. For if I talk about myself, I mean, even if like if I'm writing an essay and I know the meaning of a certain word, but I still Google it just to confirm it. So like, that is how somehow our decision making skills are also getting affected. And the next thing, and is that whenever now we see someone in trouble, we start capturing that photo, we start recording videos, we do not help. And that is not we are supposed to do as humans. We are supposed to help each other. But now everything is about, clicking pictures or making videos and uploading them. And that is how I think we have lost the quality of empathy. Yeah, so these were my points. Thank you.
Good, Akansha. Now, Bhavya, you can.
Okay, so in my opinion, that definitely technology is making us less human, and I agree with the point made by Akansha. The in real life communication skills are like down to zero at the moment. I, for myself, for past 2 years being in a room with the technology, I now feel, a kind of weird sensation when I go around people. Okay, that's because that's impression I have with the technology right now, because we are in such a good relation where whatever I need to know, it's available to me. Whatever I want to see, that's available to me. Whatever I want to eat, that can just come to me. I do not have to go anywhere. It's all in, in the click of hands. I have everything. So we are not even making effort. Like, it's a very regular thing. Whenever your parents, when you want to eat something, your parents would just say, "Kina order karo." You just order it, and that's because of technology, all the or Swiggy and Zomato. Other than the fact, I would say AI intelligence. It's gaining so much popularity. They are basically humans. Just they might not have feelings, but there are many robots that have feelings. I would like to mention that Tesla had taken out this bot recently, which is gaining so much of importance. I mean, there is already so much population of humans, but there are also so many super robots that are, emerging. And if you have idea, there is this Instagrammer, Michaela, if you've heard. And there are so many other influencers like Michaela. They are robots. She is the brand ambassador of H&M. I mean, you're seeing the effect now, because the like, however they want to, dress up, however they want to make her up, however they want to, make up her beauty and stuff, they can do it. Humans have that in their hands, and that's why, they have popularity. इतने इंसान हैं, there are so many people, but still the amount of followers these robots have, it's mind blowing. And the technology, if we say in our elder generation, that's okay. They are in a space where they feel that there should be a connectivity with people. Our generation is the generation which is in the middle, where we feel like, yeah, it's technology is needful, but yeah, we need human interaction. But I just feel like the generation that's younger to us, they are so much into technology. I mean, they do not crave that human or physical interaction, because the past 2 years the kids have been so much into technology. And like, though, like the children who have like only 2 years, 3 years, they have their own phone and iPads right now, and parents have to give them because of their education. With that, they are getting so much into technology and not making effort to make a human interaction, because they're so scared. They're like, I have to speak, I have to represent myself. Why would I do that when I have everything I want just right in front of me, right? And also the simple facts, like for technology and for this social media, people have lost their morality, the values. Like if there is an accident, if you see the, I mean, I have no idea why is that accident on our Instagram or social media feeds. Why are you recording it? Why are you not the one who's helping the person? Is that popularity or more important to you? So yeah, thank you.
Now, anybody have any question?
Well, I have one question. One of our fellow member, while embracing her thought that technology, yes, technology is making us less human, has clearly stated that technology can be considered as a fragmentation for the society. So, yeah, it would be beneficial for me if she elaborate more upon her point, because I don't think it is a technology is develop a fragmentation in our society. It on the contrast of it, it is a step which connects to the people whom we don't able to met in our real life, makes connection possible to those people who are, I believe, and thousand of millions of thousand of kilometers apart from us. So instead of calling it as fragmentation, I believe it is a way that connects people from irrespective of their countries or their localities.
Yeah. So Dev, you were asking that I mentioned it that technology has fragmented us, right? Has
Yes.
resulted in the fragmentation of us, like fragments into Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp. So it's like earlier we used to meet people, and now it's more like you are into Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp. And what I personally feel is you cannot get the relation, like socially, being socially active is a good thing, like not a bad thing. But what I personally believe is you cannot develop the relations the way you develop in real life. Are you getting? I mean, I hope
Okay.
I'm clear that you cannot develop the relations the way you create them when you meet a person face to face. You cannot develop them socially. So there are certain factors, certain barriers in social interaction with the friends. So that led to fragmentation.
Okay. One more question from another member who while embraces, who while stating her points, stated that it affects our decision making ability. So I want to question that how it can affect our decision making ability. Instead of it, it provides a wide horizons, or it is because of this technology. I believe many of people have been aware of what is going on in our earth, in our world. So please elaborate more her point.
Theo, I think I gave an example after I stated that point, that I gave my example that whenever I write an essay or anything, like even if I know the answer, even like whenever I'm answering some questions, even if I know the answer, I Google just to make myself sure about it. So like it is somehow affecting our decision making skills. I mean, if Google was not there, I would have written the same word, right?
Uh, well, I believe you are googling it because you want to. It's according to my point of view. You are just requiring more know more about that particular thing, or to know how to answer properly. Because
Yeah.
if you are confident on your answer, then I don't believe 2 plus 2 is 4. You all know her, but you don't google it 2 plus 2 is 4. But if you are asked to find 2 plus 2 minus 2 and into divided by 2, if you how to answer that particular thing, then you are going to google it.
But like, if okay, not talk let's not talk about me. What about small kids right now? They all calculate everything. Like now everything is online because of their classes. They I don't find my cousins calculating or writing things down. They just calculate on the calculator. So that is also the thing.
Okay.
I
Even
would,
simple calculations.
yeah, I
Yeah,
would
Bhavya.
add that like the questions the teachers are, the professors that are giving right now, they are all on a state where they know that everything is available and they're not even making effort. And that's because of the presence of technology. I do not say that it's a bad thing that it's the knowledge is available. But right now, I stated that the younger generation are so much interconnected with technology. They have no idea what doing things yourself means, what doing yourself and by your
Exactly.
own
That is
hand
what.
using your own brain means. So they are totally dependent on technology. Like we somewhere like Akansha said that she knows the answer but she checks because we are at a generation that knows that we have to put our brain as well as technology is needed for our support. And if you go to your parents, they would not even look up at the internet. They'll try to there is in that book. I have read that. I used to do that. I
Yeah.
used to go to library and get out the information. So yeah, that's the difference. I was talking about the three generations that going at the present moment.
But I believe the point you just stated that they are just dependent on their memory. So we are just going to we are just googling it to make sure, not to make sure only up to 100%. But they are not fully dependent on their memory. So it just seemed that we are much more evoluted and our brain is such at much more advanced level where we have a knowledge as to how be in 100% confident or to be on our knowledge.
I mean, who are we
I mean,
talking about?
I just what I am saying is, if our parents are dependent on their past memories or on their past memories, as you just said that they're just telling that we have read in our books, so that's why we just remember the thing. We don't have to depend on google. But there's some chance that they might be wrong. But why we are just googling the fact or the question to be 100% sure? So I don't think there is any flaw to be in 100% confident. It automatically generates confidence in ourselves.
We feel confident because we look up to technology. That's what you mean.
Yeah.
so that is somehow like affecting us, our skills, because we are not sure all alone. What if like I have to give an exam? Then I can't Google it.
Exactly. Whereas
Okay.
they are so sure
One
of
more.
their brain and their memory capability that
They
yeah,
don't have
I
to do it.
remember it. So and you even look up that fact. Sometimes like most of the time those facts are true. And it's because they have put in the effort. I'm just saying that there's
Yeah.
three generation that I feel this around myself, and that's why I made this a point, and yeah,
But here another question arises that what is the sense of grabbing, just remembering all these things which are available on the technology? Isn't it making us more smart? It's just remembering all the things and making all the our brain much more complex. Instead of it, we can shift our attention on solving various problems and developing new ideas. Uh, it is
Okay,
without
a question to
remembering all
you.
those things.
How will you look out to the solutions of the problems when you do not know anything about the solution, the problem? And that's
But
because you
why?
need to know about it. You need to research about it, either from the book, either from the internet. But the thing is,
And
you
what
have
about exams?
exactly you have to
What will
have
you do in an
things.
exam?
If you say that there is a situation and you need an answer for situation, it is you have to use your analytical knowledge, not your theoretical knowledge, and for that you need to know all the points that are coming to you, and for that that has to be there in your brain. You cannot just keep on checking on the Google and be like, okay, fine, this matches, okay, I can do this. No, that's gonna take a lot of time. Analytical
Not
problems
sure.
cannot be solved through just googling it in every bit a second.
Yeah,
And also, I
Mansi.
want to add that our memory is not a memory card. Like the storage will get full. So the more we learn is the more we enhance.
Yeah, but what you are all saying is good. But why to remember all these facts? I am completely agree with all your points that yeah, we have to learn some things, but there is no requirement of learning those facts. We have to learn those ideas. We have to just being aware of all the past historical things that we have that have happened. But why to remember those facts? Why to remember who king assassinated which king, or where is the place where the king has been born, or why to remember all such things? It just seems useless.
That's our
So which
evolution. You cannot just say useless. Why? If we did not study it, grammar facts, we have no clue about the fact that we are evolution, like we have evolutionized from apes. How did would you define all your body hair, all your structure, or how do you work? Why do you want food? How would you do that? How did you know ki when the fire was there? You just don't. If you think that there are just certain points where you can just pick out and leave other points, I am sorry, that's totally wrong. You just cannot do that. Once you go into like in the later phases of life, you'll know that each and everything that you studied, it holds an importance. If not in general, if not in general language, just say that you're interacting with someone and they seem to be like interested in history, or maybe they have the a thing about history and they're talking about you. You will not be the part of the conversation. Why? Because you thought that fact is not important, and maybe that person who's talking about you is your boss. How is gonna
okay,
help you? It's not gonna help you at all.
okay, I'm satisfied with your answer.
Thank you. I think, can we conclude? There are only 2 minutes left for the meeting.
Else doubt is cleared. They,
Yes, my all doubts are clear.
I will be conclude that technology is like a double-edged sword. If we allow, it may turn into us slaves. It's up to us to not let it make us feel less human. Technology is just a tool that we need to trust our abilities more than machines. In developing countries, people are asking for their rights uh, to disconnect so that they can keep their mind off from the work. Thank you.